You.
Good. What's the feeling of this team after what you all were able to do against Baylor and going into the last home weekend here?
Yeah, I think the mindset, from the jump has just been like 20 versus everybody. I mean, we go full 20, and I think that's what's really exciting. We really have bought into that. And so when you have everyone on this team buying into that kind of mentality, it really takes us to the next level. And I think we've really exceeded a lot of that from our own mindset.
Alex, you've been on some different pitching staffs at Michigan. What makes this staff special for you guys this year?
We talk about this a lot actually. Like we're so like different personality and we get along really, really well. It could be really hard on a team full of really great players to have a bunch of egos, but when everyone really works together really well and cares about everyone's success and is there for other people, it means a lot. And I think that is very much came over into the field and just really, obviously has shown with our numbers and, how we play and, the enthusiasm that we play with.
How much do you just feed off each other? I mean, y'all have been so good this year, but it seems like you just pass the ball to each other and you just kind of feed off each other.
Yeah, absolutely. We totally do. And it's just so exciting. I mean, we have our little inside jokes with, the bullpen, of course, but also throughout the team. So it's really fun when you have that kind of stuff and then everyone is kind of included into all of it. So, yeah.
I'm curious, you watch the other two pitchers. What do you see out of Nicole and what do you see out of Jordy when you're watching them?
I mean, like those nicknames that I talked about, it's like a lot of the fire and ice. I mean, between the two of them, and like they bring their own kind of energy, and it's really fun to see how different players react with that kind of energy. Even when Katie's out on the field and me as well, it's just really fun to see how the team responds, and we just want to be that fire starter too with that energy in the mound, and I feel like when we all feed off of it, it's really, really fun.
Seems like you guys are feeding off each other, not giving up runs. You guys haven't given up a run in a Big 12 game in a while. Talk about that because that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that goes with, just us trusting our own stuff, but as well as trusting our defense. And when you have the best defense and you have the best stuff, and you put it all together, and it's really putting a lot of goose eggs up there. So
When y'all have had the level of success that you have, when you've been able to go on the road and do it, obviously the success you've had here, how do you keep the edge as you enter this last part of the season and going into the postseason?
yeah, and I think keeping that edge goes to know that like you always have stuff to work on, and when you don't ever think that you reached your peak, I think that is a really big thing in a mindset and a working space. It's hard to just grind out practices by the end of the year, just a long season and everything. So when you know that you're coming in and you're working on stuff and getting better every day, you just have a different kind of mindset and you keep that edge and you keep getting better. You always have something that you can work on.
You watched your defense make some of the best defensive plays at Baylor. I mean, Hanson blocking the plate, Nicole coming off there. And this defense is so good. Yeah, I'd love to pitch for that myself.
Absolutely. It's so much fun. And like you see those kinds of plays every day at practice. So it's even more fun when a lot more people get to see it, on the field.
We haven't even talked about the outfield, the way you guys can throw.
Yeah, no, everyone's so talented. And I think that just goes back to that 20 versus everyone. And we really buy into that 20 deep roster.
You talk about Jordy's demeanor, Nicole's, you've seen yours, and where it falls on that spectrum. Where does that energy, that emotion come from for you?
For me personally, it just comes from a lot of just passion and love for the game. I mean, I've played this game. This is all I've known. And so it's really fun to just be able to share that kind of love and fun and, just success with, other girls that are, striving for the same thing. And so when you really compound that into one team, it's really exciting, and you see that energy and everything and the excitement and the barking and the yelling and the celebrating and the pounding the ball into the ground after a big play. Like it's just really fun to see everything just outwardly shown like that out on the field.
Have you always been that demonstrative?
Yeah, I've always pretty much worn my emotions on my sleeve, positive and everything else.
You and Kinsey seem to be pretty similar in that regard. How fun is it to be part of a battery that both of you are like that?
Yeah, it is super fun, and like I've said before, Kins and I are really great friends, so it helps a lot on and off the field. But when you're able to not only show that with your battery, but also your entire infield and outfield, exciting. I love to like be able to just kind of communicate with the outfield, even when I'm on the mound, and show my appreciation for my defense. And I think having that kind of appreciation for the girls that are making those plays for you goes a long way for a long time. So yeah.
Senior weekend, last regular season weekend at home. What kind of emotions are running through you about that?
I'm really excited. Wish I had so many more because I just love playing here at Merida and playing for the Crimson and Cream. But I'm really appreciative of everything that I've gotten here at Oklahoma, and I'm just excited to really go out with a bang.
Obviously, you can clinch the conference this weekend if you sweep. What would that mean for yourself, the other seniors, just to do it at home, kind of all that? If you guys could do that.
Obviously very exciting, but we just want to take it one game at a time.
And obviously, this is your first go round through this whole thing, but you all have reached the point in the season where everything's close now. No games outside of the state the rest of the way, unless I guess something crazy happens. But what does that mean to be able to have that? Not have all the travel behind you, all of that other stuff that sometimes you have to grind through during the season.
Yeah, the travel is a big grind that a lot of people don't really talk about, but it is really exciting to play, in front of our own fans. But we also travel well too, so that's really nice to play for as well. It's just really exciting being able to, be at home and being able to share these kinds of moments at Merida, before the Loves Field is built too. So that's really exciting too.
Thanks, Rob.
Cool.
Thanks.